Maniacs, welcome back to the channel as I have promised. Sorry, something was on the screen. As I have promised, I am going to react to Bad the Bone, Paranormal, and we are going to be going over the video, Cody, and the other woman. Now, a lot of people have been asking me to check out her channel for at least a few days now. Pretty much ever since she started posting videos about Cody and Story Shoot, that people have been just wanting me to hear my opinions, and I'm like, okay. We'll go ahead and do it. And last night on last night's live stream, she jumped on into my live stream. Bad to the Bone did. So I do not permit anybody to continue until you go down into the description, click on the original link, and watch the original video. And then, of course, go show her support and love. The video only has 200 likes. What the hell, guys? Come on, get those likes up on her channel. Show her a lot of love, a lot of support. Please do. I'm asking you, I'm actually begging you to do so. Now, going by the title, all I can assume is that Cody is doing the method with literally another woman, after he had already said publicly many times that the method only started to happen when he and Catori met and started holding hands. Again, another lie. There could be literally a book at this point, a literal biography of how many lies have been told and called out already. And if they are lying about the small things, what else do you think they're possibly lying about? Or you start getting on that bandwagon of hatred, coming at the debunking community for what they are trying to do here, which I think is very powerful and very effective. They are actually giving you as much evidence as possible through what we have seen. So they are limited on what they can show. They are doing the utmost best they can to show you evidence that these guys are just not legitimate. They are not honest people. And you got to take that for what it is. These people are not honest. And that says a lot about someone's person. Goes to show that they are probably lying about more than what you are giving them credit for. I have no doubt in my mind they have been lying for a long time to many people. I have been in talks with people who have known them in person, so they know more about them than you do. By the way, let me add, way more than you do, and they don't even trust them. So I don't really know why you continue to just go after people who are speaking up about this. It's important that people speak up about this. And the excuse that you are ruining everybody's fun is just a lame excuse to not call out BS. Stop ruining everybody's fun. I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't want your fun ruined, stop looking up debunking videos. There's a reason why you're so hurt, and that's because you're doing it to yourself. If you really do not want to know the truth about the situation, don't look up debunking videos. You're doing it to yourself. You are intentionally going over to these videos, you are watching them, and then you are getting pissed off and then blaming the people who are calling them out on their BS as the people responsible, but it's you who is responsible for why you are deciding to watch their videos. So if you're not wanting to watch those videos, then don't watch the videos. No one is forcing you to sit down and watch Beardo, Mythos, myself, The Shape. Nobody is forcing you to watch any of these people. Bad to the Bone, nobody's doing it. You are doing it to yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. No one is going to sit here and bash you for not watching their content. Having said that, let's go ahead and dive into this video. I will give you guys my thoughts during and, of course, after the video. We're starting out with a video of Alice in Wonderland, my personal favorite version of Alice in Wonderland. And she's going down the rabbit hole. I wonder why.
We really shouldn't be doing this.
What's up? It's Angelina coming back at you tonight with another video. I know I said I wasn't going to do another one, but I've got another video on Cody and Catori. Actually, all Cody. Sorry, guys, that I did another one. I know I said I wouldn't on the last video, but I also did say, if I find some new evidence, I'm going to come at you with it. So,
Don't really worry about it, because I've said it many times too. I was done talking about Catori and Cody, and I'm sure there's still a lot of people in my audience who would be so much thrilled for me to just end the whole conversation. But I've already said that if new stuff comes out, I'm going to react to it, because I am also somebody who just doesn't want to let it go. If I'm going to cry on camera again, if I'm going to have my emotions ripped out of me, I want it to be for something that's real. I'm genuinely pissed off at the whole idea that I got conned on YouTube without even intentionally wanting to be conned. It's like the one time. I mean, I've been saying forever now. I just don't believe in everything that I see on the internet, and I've been saying that for a while. But that was the one time where I was like, I watched it and I believed almost everything automatically. People were warning me not to be so naive, and I was like, you don't know. You know, they could be real. And then more evidence started coming out, and it was evidence that I just couldn't argue against. And even if I were to attempt to try to bring out any sort of argument, it would sound like a desperate attempt.
At you with it today, but it's so sad because the more and more I dig and research into Cody, because there's something crazy going on there, and I'll bring that video out another day because I found some suspicious things in what he says. But I am quickly, or fuck it, I've already fallen down that rabbit hole with Alice.
You know, Dinah, we really shouldn't be doing this. After all, we haven't been invited, and curiosity often leads to trouble.
Yeah, it does.
Goodbye, Dinah. Goodbye.
I love how she's falling, and all she can just think is goodbye. Like, did she just accept death at that point?
Goodbye, Dinah. Goodbye.
And the cat's like, oh, that's gonna be bloody.
This clip I'm going to show you is an investigation that Cody and the team he's with, Attleboro Paranormal out of Massachusetts, is investigating a woman's home who thinks her house is haunted. And the story is that a woman fell down a staircase and died there prior to them owning the home. And she thinks the lady's still there. So let me show you this clip, and then we'll talk about it after you see it, because it kind of brings up some questions for me and red flags.
Bumped it, like jumped off either the windowsill or the chair, and it went thump, boom, 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 right across the bedroom. Richie sat straight up and goes, what was that? He goes, it was the cat. He blames the cats for everything. He's so cute.
So the woman described to me, the way I took it, is a cat jumping down off something, and even her husband saying it's probably their cat, which makes absolute sense.
Yep.
So I start to wonder, like, did they or do they now, since they're still a team, get more in depth when they go to somebody's house? Like, what kind of medications are you on? Or is anybody here with mental illness? You know, all that basic stuff. Because it just seems weird. Like, if I would have been there, like, oh yeah, my husband thinks it's a cat, he's not scared, blah blah blah, I would have left. I would have just been like, fuck it, I'm out. It's just their cat. Of course you're not going to see the cat when you get to wherever you heard the sound, because cats are fucking fast. They're fast. Okay, let's move on.
The other side of the wall and see if you get the same reaction.
Okay.
If you do, very, very likely there's some power running through there.
Well, now it's in the middle of the room that it's doing it. Okay, let's see. Nope, you're right. So you got power right here. Okay.
Okay, that thing is going off against the wall. There could be electrical wiring going up and down the walls right there. So it makes sense that, and there's a TV right there, so there could be electrical wiring. There has to be an outlet over in that direction.
So what you just saw there was Jack and Lynn Homer.
Ah, good idea.
I believe Jack is the founder of the team, but if you watch the videos, you would think Cody's the founder. Lynn is like, I don't know, the interviewer, public relations, I don't know. But you're going into an investigation. You're supposed to know what you're doing. You're experienced investigators. But this lady always has the K2 meter up on a wall in a home that has active electricity.
Yep. Yep.
I don't know. And you hear Jack. Jack had to tell her, well, try it on this side, and if you get the
I'm
same
totally-
result, duh.
I'm totally going to make a video now with me. I'm going to buy a K2 meter, and I'm going to go up to, like, random TVs, and I'm going to be like, that TV's haunted. Do you think that this TV used to belong to the previous owner and perhaps he killed himself with it? Reality show watcher, and he's attached. He's using this TV as a conduit. It's going off like crazy. The K2 meter, it has not gone away from the red. Oh my god, this thing must be active. Get it out of this house. We gotta bless the house where the TV stand is. Gotta bless it. Put holy water, salt, whatever you can around the TV. Make sure whatever's inside of it can't get out. This TV is now an active divot box.
So anyway, the investigation just started off pretty shitty. And those were the homeowners or people who lived in a house sitting behind her on the staircase, who I feel so bad for.
I'm gonna wait. The church bells are going off right now.
I know you guys are waiting to see what I found.
Yeah.
So let's just get right into it. I don't have time to make a long video. I've edited this 8 million times and I keep fucking up. So let's just get into it.
Okay. Can you tap and let me know you're here? I know there's a lot of stuff going on.
I heard that.
I heard that.
I thought it was you.
Not me.
Sandy, are you here? Can you tap again so I can tell you that? Can you tap for me, Sandy? Because this is about Walter. Thank you. Right that time?
Where's it coming from?
Right under you.
Where's it coming from?
I love every time it's where's it coming from? Of course, it's over in the direction of Cody. Have you noticed that? Has anybody else here noticed that? Whenever the question is asked, where's it coming from? They're always pointing off in the direction of Cody. Since a lot of people love to believe in weird coincidences, wouldn't you say that's a very weird coincidence that it's always in his direction and nowhere else? Besides when he says it's coming from upstairs, and then people are looking upstairs and they hear the knocks get louder and louder and louder, and then he has you fooled.
Like, dude's been asking that since he was in high school. Whenever he hears the knocks, where's it coming from? Where's it coming from? I don't know. Over by you, Cody. All the time. Over by you, Cody. But anyway, guys, here comes the good part. Here it comes. Okay? Here it comes. I'll be back. Check this out.
Okay, Sandy, listen to me, okay? Tonight, okay, I hear you're listening. Thank you.
Now, it looked pretty damn close to me that they were almost touching hands like him and Catori do. But the video is so old because it's from like 2011.
Oh, I can
12,
tell, yeah.
and it's a little grainy. But it almost looks at one point like they do kind of connect a little bit, you know? But it didn't seem like it seemed like they've done it before. Like he had his hands up and she put her hands out, and you know,
Yeah, they
knocking
definitely
was happening.
Yeah.
Lots of knocking. Let's continue watching.
Yeah, it would make sense that if they've done it before. It would, because, yeah, no one normally just does that, right? Nobody just normally starts grabbing hands in the middle of just asking simple knocking questions. Mainly Cody and Satori, at least to my knowledge. At least I've never had to do that. When I've asked for knocks, I would never hold hands with somebody to do it.
Like lots of knocking was happening.
Okay, tonight, okay? Okay, you ready? So I can tell you what's going on? Okay.
Knock once if you understand.
Thank you, Sandy.
Right away, too.
Okay.
Of course, he had to ask the question. Knock once if you understand. Knock.
Okay, here's what's going on, okay? You're here in your old home. And I know you miss Walter very, very much. Am I right? Yes, okay. Wayne?
Yeah.
Can you just, we got Sandy here.
Wayne, if you're in the building, please come to the kitchen area. Wayne, you're needed in the kitchen area.
I know you love Walter. You took care of him all the time you were together, didn't you? Okay, perfect. Well, you've been gone from Walter a long, long time now.
So who's Walter? Like, I have no clue who Walter is. If anyone has seen part 1 of The Haunted on Glendale with Attleboro Paranormal back in 2012 or 11, if you know who Walter is, comment below because I'm trying to figure out who's Walter. All I got is part 2. But anyway, let's keep going. Let's keep watching them share their energy that Cody's never done with somebody before.
And I know that you want to stay here and take care of him forever, right?
Okay, so I'm assuming Walter's probably the person who owns the house, if I had to guess. Because you said, you want to stay here and take care of him, right? So, like, Walter might be the guy who owns the house, and maybe she feels like, then they feel like the spirit is trying to take care of him. Which I guess makes sense. Maybe the guy's an older gentleman, and maybe she feels like she has to take care of him if that's the story they're going to go with. Again, I can't believe anything that Cody's involved with. And how he's answering for them, he's answering for the spirits, is just insulting. This is coming from somebody who believes in the paranormal. 100%. I love the paranormal. I lived in a haunted house. I have seen things that I cannot explain. I'm 100% a believer in the paranormal. But I'm also a believer in con artists. And I'm also a believer in taking advantage of people. And this, to me, is just the beginning, the uprising of what we know to be a more professional con artist. This guy obviously is in the works right now. Right here. But today, he is more of a professional. And she believes it. And the idea that he can do that, sit right in front of her and treat her like an idiot, watch her react to these and freak out. Just blank face, just, yep, this is happening. Unbelievable.
Did you hear that knock?
Okay. Well, here's
What
what
it,
happened.
in a little sad attempt, either he's actually, or like he's like acting scared, or he's trying to hide his laugh because he's just does not want the camera to see him laughing that he's fooling everybody.
No, Walter, he's getting older now.
Trying to
Understand?
maintain a smile.
He's been doing really good because it's been a long time. But when he gets older, when someone gets, I know he's older. Okay, Sandy, I understand. Okay, I'm not trying to upset you. Do you understand that I'm not trying to upset you? Can you knock once?
I don't care that they're not physically fucking touching hands. That is pretty damn close to what him and Catori do.
You're
Are
right.
you guys understanding this yet? Are you getting it? It could possibly be some bullshit, fake ass Fox Sisters tricks that they're fucking doing. Are you understanding? And I'm going to bring out a lot more. I have found so much shit, guys. I am seriously in that rabbit hole. I'm not lying. Anyway, let's continue.
We want to help you tonight. We're not going to do anything to hurt you, okay? Can you hear me? Okay.
A local priest arrives at the client's home to help.
So they're calling in a priest now.
Please don't.
Hold on.
Please don't tell me he fools the priest too. Oh my gosh.
Because the lady thinks her house is haunted because she hears steps that sound like cats. And she has cats. I wonder if it could be the cats. I mean, when she goes towards the noise that she hears or her husband does, there's never nothing there. I know when I hear something, 10 times out of 10 times, it's my cat. And by the time I get up, they are gone. You call the priest in for what? For nothing. For show. Why are you calling in a priest when, in my opinion, the whole investigation is bullshit? Absolute bullshit.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's just continue watching the nonsense.
But there was nothing there that really seemed like it needed a priest to begin with. Like, normally a priest would come in if there was something evil, right? That's when you bring in a priest. I guess not all the time, but that's what I would certainly do. If there was like a spirit in there and maybe it was negative or something like that, you'd bring in a priest for like an exorcism or something along those lines. But they bring in a priest to deal with the house, which it doesn't feel necessary. And then again, you got fucking Cody here wasting everybody's time bullshitting everybody, acting like this house is really haunted when that might not even be the case.
The other thing that's happened to us is when we're in bed sleeping, this kitchen door here, the interior door, it was shut, and it sounded like somebody was trying to break in, like it was rattling and vibrating, and we actually had an Irish plaque on it, and it was bouncing off the wall. So my husband, of course, and I were like, oh my God, somebody had just broken in. So he gets up and he walks out, turns all the lights on, and nothing's out of place. This was fine. Nobody was in the house. Everything else was locked out in this area.
Is your husband afraid to live here?
No.
Are you afraid to live here?
I get nervous with the growling and the scratching. Just really, it makes me nervous.
And so
So growling and scratching, which are two things cats do.
is this the dining room?
Yes, this room. It's always the week of Christmas, between 5 and 7 days of Christmas. We've always had witnesses. We've had company here when this actually has happened. Never alone. And it sounds like someone is coming around the corner at full speed in their car and it smashes right through this wall. It is so loud. People run out of the house. That's how loud it is.
Who else has witnessed this?
My husband has witnessed it. My niece that was living here. My stepson Heath was here. So it's been 4 people have witnessed.
Are these antiques?
Yes.
Do you know where they came from?
No, I do not.
Where did you buy them from?
This I bought in an empty apartment in Attleboro.
Okay, well, you know, give them the benefit of the doubt with the whole crashing sound and everything, that, yeah, apparently there was more people who experienced it. Okay, that's something, right? That's something. Of course, I can't confirm what she's saying is true or not, but she does sound like she might be a bit paranoid too. And again, if other people have experienced some of the things that she's claiming that have been experienced, then maybe there could be something there. Of course there could be. But Cody coming in and just completely doing his knocking method just to try to add more of a tension, more of something there that's not really there, is just insulting to everybody. It's just insulting, it's cruel, it's heartless, it's for people who really might be struggling and people who really might want help. This is not helping them, as they like to put it. This is not helping them in the slightest. Coming into someone's house and pretending they're not, and pretending that there are ghosts there when someone might actually have some sort of issues, and you are playing on those issues by making it sound like that there are really spirits in the house. That's not helping. That's worsening what they could be going through. And I'm not saying everybody who experiences paranormal activity have issues. They don't. I've experienced paranormal activity in my life. Haven't had it in a long time, but I have experienced it. So take it for what you will. I do believe in the afterlife. That's just me. But there are people out there who genuinely, they experience things and it's not paranormal. And they actually might legitimately need help. But him going into these places and just feeding into their fear and feeding into their what might not even be paranormal is not doing anybody any help. It's just damaging even more.
For a place to live, and the whole place was completely empty except for this
Do you have a meter? Is there a meter?
The priest blessed the home and all unexplained events stopped, or did they?
After the priest says what he has to say, Lynn, the team member, she does a cleansing.
Attleboro Police Paranormal Investigations called back to the home a week later.
Be gone, and must be gone now. And as I will, so would it be. And as I will, so would it be. And as I will, so would it be.
There have been no more phone calls.
And then magically everything stops. So magically, the Attleboro Paranormal team is a higher or has a higher presence than God. They can make things go away, but a priest can't. And I wanted to mention something else too. If you guys ever watched Cody way back in the day, every time he's behind the camera, the knocking happens when he's filming, and he's always filming. If he's not in front of it, he's always filming. So that's a little disturbing too.
Can you tell me who you are? Can you knock again for me, please, so I know you're still here with me? Thank you. Okay. All right.
Oh yeah, and using
So
the excuse that the knocking method is not something that's like rare, guys. Like when they were talking to everybody, like we're all stupid. The knocking method's not a rare use of communication with spirits. Everybody uses the knocking method. 99% of the time, the knocking doesn't just happen one after the other, and it certainly doesn't happen like constantly, like boom, 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 and then it does the A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That never really happens in real investigations. So either you are bringing something with you that would allow this, or you are the problem yourself and you are fooling everybody into thinking that it only happens when you are around. The knocking method is not that unique. It is not that precise. So, yeah, no. That's just it, the way it is.
nearby here.
Jack, do you want to run and go get a recorder? It's on?
Okay, so I know you're in the room. Okay. Do you mind if I ask you some questions? All right. Can you tell me if you are a woman? Can you knock once if you're a woman? Okay, you're a woman. Okay. Are you the woman that fell down the stairs here? Knock once if you're the lady that fell down the stairs.
Knock twice if you're not.
Okay. So let me ask you another question. Did you live here before that lady was here? Can you knock once if it was... Okay. You lived here before the lady that fell down the stairs. Is that yes?
I was pointing at the EMF reader, gotcha.
Did you live here after the lady who passed away? Are you going to still talk to us?
Okay, I noticed that the thing is lighting up all the way to 3, and it's pointing directly at the recorder, which is an electronic. Are they professional? Like, seriously, are they professional? Why the F are you pointing it at an electrical device, like the voice recorder? And then you point at it like there's actually something going on. The key is not to face it at anything electrical, and then if it pops up, then you have something there. But you're pointing it directly at the recorder. Why are you doing that? It makes no fucking sense, besides you're just trying to make a bigger deal out of literally nothing.
Okay, good.
It's insulting to people's
Do you
intelligence.
know the people that live here? You do. Okay. You know the people who live here. All right. Do you like the people who live here? Can you knock once if you like the people who live here?
We're gonna set this one aside.
What does that mean? Yes?
Any way you want.
Did the people that live here okay? Knock once if the people upset you. You were just knocking a lot just now. Can you tell me why? Okay,
And you can tell it's on the
alright.
same floor.
Yes, you can tell me why. Is there something in this house that makes you scared? Can you knock once if you're scared?
Don't you love that he's talking for the spirits? Like if there was actually a woman there, let's give a hypothetical. Let's say there's actually the spirit of a woman there, and this guy's in the house and he's answering all the questions for her for self-gain, right? Whether you believe in the paranormal or not. I mean, this whole situation is just fucked up. That he feels like, oh, just because they're dead, he can just start, talking for them. It's insulting. It's disgusting. It's...
Okay. All right, so we know you're a little bit scared. It's because somebody else is here with you. Is that right? Say yes. One. Okay.
You just take a
Okay.
picture of it?
So, okay. It is connected to the furniture? Okay, it is connected to the furniture. Is there something bad with the furniture? Yes, okay. If the furniture went away, would you be all right? So it's not the furniture's not hurting you. Okay, we got that. Is it something that came in with the furniture that's hurting you or scaring you? Okay. Okay, so it's something with the furniture. Okay. Is it something that you want us to make it go away? Do you want us to make the thing go away that came in with the furniture? Are you still here with me?
No explanation for the knocking
So
on
I
the
want to
floor.
thank you guys all for
But
subscribing.
they did say it was knocking on the floor. Why just the floor?
We are up to 300 people now. Thank you so much. Our old page, we can't use no more because I did change my phone number and then I forgot my password. So I want to thank everybody who's been subscribing lately. We super appreciate it. We're going to be doing some more podcasts. We used to do that before. We're going to be doing a little bit of different things, but we're heading out to investigate soon. So stay tuned.
Nice,
So let me
nice.
know in the comments below, guys, what you think. And please be nice about it. I am down for debate if it's a good debate. Very good debate. I'm not down for no bullshit. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. And remember, hit the subscribe button. You don't have to hit the bell button because I don't post often. So just subscribe, all right? And we subscribe back to everybody who subscribes to us.
Oh, that's very sweet.
Okay,
I'll
so
subscribe.
peace out, guys. I hope you liked this video, and good night.
It was very informative. Thank you. I'm not sure if Cody is still part of the Adelboard team. The team still exists, as some members have been reposting some old videos from when Cody was on the team when knocking originally started. So they're probably definitely wanting to get more answers. Yeah. And there's a lot of paranormal groups who are coming out, and whoever worked with Cody or Satori wanting more answers about them because they're just unsure now. Because they got made out to be a fool. Now, obviously, pointing an EMF reader at a voice recorder and it never leaves the third dot is your own fault. It was your own fault why that was going off like that. Maybe point it in a different direction next time. But yeah, no, this whole Satori and Cody thing really changed a lot of people's perspective of the paranormal, regardless if you think it changed the paranormal or not, and the entire view of the afterlife. It did for a lot of people. There are people who actually don't believe in the afterlife now because of this whole Satori and Cody thing. So Sam and Colby's intentions were to get people to believe, but the only thing people are wanting to believe in now is that there's a bunch of fake content creators. They didn't really have the aftermath like they dreamed they would have. Okay, so very informative video. A lot there that blew my mind. Of course it did. Of course, Cody doing the method again, and then he was basically trying to do that whole energy kind of thing. And then using Satori, Jason Hawes, one of the most popular ghost hunters of all time. At this point, I'm sure he just wanted, to be with. I'm sure this was like all a sketched out plan where he was like, well, you're like the daughter of Jason Hawes, so if we started doing something together with my toe method, we might be really able to convince a lot of people because there's a lot of credibility for Jason Hawes and whatnot, and people might actually start believing. And then they went on to one of the most popular YouTuber channels of all time, which was Sam and Colby, trying to gain more publicity because of it. And, they were pretty popular on TV, I'm sure, and now they wanted to be popular on the internet. And the internet is not the same beast as TV because people can talk back on the internet. And, yeah, they were not expecting the wave of criticizing, the wave of research coming down on them, because there's a lot of research. People were not just going to buy something like that automatically. And the people on television can't talk back. They just can't. They can only watch and go on to the next episode, but on the internet, they have a comment section. It is what it is. They did it to themselves. They did it to themselves at the end of the day. Guys, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Go support the original video. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys in the next video. If you want me to react to more of Bad to the Bones content, make sure you get this video a bunch of likes. And again, go support the original creator. She's at 1,150 subscribers. Let's try to get her to 2,000. All right. Take care, guys.